So hello and welcome to all of you who chose group number 2. So this is kind of interesting, group number 2, because I really was sensing very, very strongly that there was a lot of spiritual energy or psychic energy, or that you guys are really just kind of in that kind of state where spirit is really going to start speaking to you in the month of May to kind of move forward and to kind of realize your dreams, that type of thing. I just had a really, really strong sense of that a lot of you are going to be reaching spirit or trying to get to spirit or trying to get to a different way of looking at things. So I just think that kind of is very, very interesting. If you guys were really drawn to group number 2 in some type of way, this May prediction could really help you guys on getting towards that road with spirit, and we can kind of delve deeper into that. If you guys were really, really drawn between group number 1 and group number 2, and you chose group number 2, it's more so of a spiritual path that you're going to be on in the month of May and everything moving forward. So we're going to see what kind of goes on here a little bit. So we have passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose and reach the sky. So this type of thing talking about passion. So meaning that how do I say? So meaning that you are passionate about what is happening. You are impassioned. You want to feel passion with life, with what is happening to you physically, emotionally, mentally. You kind of really, really just want to feel, impassioned, in other words, passionate about what is happening to you. Now, we will get into this. It could be about love. It could be about energy. It could be about a lot of different things. But this whole purpose of just kind of that passion that you're feeling, or feeling impassioned to move forward with something, feeling passionate about life is really, really going to come through in the month of May for you, group number 2. Okay, so authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am authentic in thought, word, and deed. So you guys are really going to be looking at in the month of May, and I'm kind of getting the sense that this has more to do with relationships than it does with career, home life, that type of thing. You guys are really, really looking to pursue your passions, but also to kind of have that authentic feeling. You don't want things to necessarily be fake anymore, group number 2. And I think that a lot of you in the past few months have really been kind of finding, who are you truly? Who is your authentic self? How can you keep things authentic? Because I feel like group number 2, if you are really, really drawn to this, you are tired of the lies. You are tired of the confusion that is surrounding you. And you're really, really trying to figure out, how are you fitting into this when every other person around you is not kind of doing what they're saying they're doing, kind of being very, very phony, very manipulative. The other thing is that I feel like with you guys, passion kind of just gets you all riled up, meaning that you can feel some type of way for someone. You can feel that type of connection. I feel like also too, group number 2, you guys came to this for the May predictions because you are tired of feeling like every single person that you meet who you have a romantic interest with is your twin flame. You're tired of that because you really, really are finding that there are less and less of your twin flames. There are less and less of what you believe, and more so of kind of falsities that are sort of playing out, group number 2. So you just want to be authentic. You want to have that truth come through, but also display your passions. So not kind of get so mixed up in, okay, this is a twin flame, this is something I really feel good about, this type of thing, and then being let down when it's not. So in the month of May, you're really going to be focusing on honing in that passion, honing in that authenticity. What do you feel? How do you portray yourself, and get less worried about what everyone else is doing around you? So this is destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So if you are really looking for, I feel like in May, You guys, your destiny is going to become more apparent to you. The truer that you are with yourself and the more authentic that you are in yourself, and I'm going to say, you guys, this has a lot to do with relationships. So this has to do with love interests, co-workers, friends, family, whomever you surround yourself with. The more authentic that you become, the more that those passions, those initial feelings, those type of things will kind of drift away, and you will really, really be thinking about what you want in your future. Like May's just going to be this month where you feel like the Taurus season's really going to hit you a little harder because you kind of want to be flirty. You kind of want to be out there, spring is happening, but at the same time, you feel like because of the past, and because of things that have happened, you cannot really move forward with that pursuit anymore. You have to be your authentic self in order to move things forward. Now, this is all a part of your destiny. It's the reason why I feel like Spirit's going to be speaking to you a lot in May, and you can feel that, you can sense that. I don't know if you guys with group number 2 are mostly empathic, if you guys feel a lot of different energies and kind of transmit them out, but this is part of your destiny. You being your authentic self, group number 2, is for a reason. The liars, the naysayers, the manipulators, you are done with that. You are done with trying to be something that you're not, and you're done with people thinking that they know who you are, and they really, really don't have any idea as to who you are, but they like to say, oh, I know you. I know how you are. I know what your feeling is. They don't really, really, truly, truly know you, and I feel from this group so strongly, if you chose this, you are empathic. There is something that you sense more so than anything else. You just sense that there are different people in this world. You kind of sense that whole energy with others. So the people who you feel enamored with and passionate with, and some of these people who are not good for you, you can't understand why that is. And in the month of May, your destiny will become clear. These people will fall away because there is a reasoning for that happening. Newer energies are going to come in. Newer people are going to start to pursue you. It's going to be in a different type of light. So those people that you did feel impassioned for, especially lovers and romantic interests, all of that is going to start to fall away, or the authentic truth is going to come out in the month of May that's going to make you think, okay, is this a part of my destiny? Can I move forward with this? All of these feelings that I'm feeling, are they real or are they false, type of a thing? So we have the butterfly, psyche, soul. So take a risk. Okay, so this is interesting because I feel like you guys have already done this in the month of April. Quote me if I'm wrong. If you're also seeing a lot of butterfly images, that is really synchronistic because you are in a world where you can feel all types of energies. If we look down here at this card, you could see that the people are below. The butterflies grow from our psychic abilities, our psychic souls. So if you are taking a risk, let me say this, group number 2, if you in the month of April have took a risk with your passions, if you have really, really put it out there that you want to have a twin flame connection, have a love interest, have something, I can tell you this, it didn't go the way you thought it would, group number 2. So if you really kind of took that risk to kind of put yourself out there, it did not go the way you thought it would. And now you're confused because you don't understand where this energy came from. And you did take that risk because deep down inside of your soul, you felt like this person was something. And they kind of changed on you, and there wasn't a lot of truth there. So let's try and uncover what sort of happened there. Okay, the Fool, not surprised by this, meaning that the Fool is mostly a new beginning. You guys kind of took that new beginning and kind of ran with it. Unfortunately, it didn't really, really work out in your favor, so your passions were kind of misplaced. So that kind of is concerning because with the Fool, your passions were misplaced. So this person, group number 2, in the month of May, you're going to start to realize that what happened in the past, this was kind of just a fling. It was kind of just something that happened. You thought that it was going somewhere, and now you realize that it's not. So now in the month of May, you are going to focus really on your authenticity. What is this purpose with this relationship? Is it doing anything for you? If it's not, you can move past it, type of a thing. Or if it is something, then you have to kind of start to show your authentic self because of your situation, because you cannot just keep hiding from this other person if they're still with you. If they're not with you, then I can say this with certainty, group number 2, Spirit is telling you to let this person go. If they're no longer with you, let them go, because destiny is going to show itself in due time. It's going to show itself in due time. We have the 5 of Swords. So this is a clear indication to me that this did not work out. The situation with what had happened, there was too many arguments, too many things that were pressurizing to everything else, too many things that made you think that this just, you were having almost a codependent relationship, group number 2. A codependency was happening there. You felt like you were getting fed, but in reality with the 5 of Swords, we have a lot of situations with strife, with anger, with the whole feeling that you have to be someone in order to be taken care of. You have to be someone specific for this other person, and you just were not liking that, group number 2. Whatever that situation is, I feel like strongly Spirit's letting me know you couldn't show your authentic self. In May, that's about to change. We have the Magician here. You guys, listen, Spirit was speaking to you. This whole thing that happened before is no longer going to be the future. You are going to transition to that Magician energy, to the fact that you feel like deep down inside you do have what it takes. You do have what it takes to be authentic, to be yourself. You have what you need. You can't be looking for that, group number 2, in someone else, because there is a reason for that. There is a reason that this did not work out. You just have to find out what that specific reasoning is. Get more in tune with yourself and understand that we are all on different life paths. This specific person may have presented themselves in one way, and you may have been presenting yourself in one way, but that whole truth just didn't match up. So we have with the authenticity, which led you to this point, that in the month of, see, I told you guys, you're going to be breaking down your constructs, embrace new opportunities. Okay, hello. Because this whole thing in the past, you guys, brought you to this point. We have a lot of the bear energy here. So if you're seeing a lot of bears, there is some synchronicities there too. But it's going to break down what you feel you should be. Again, this dragonfly energy must be like the thing for May or something, because we had that in group number 1. So those constructs of what you think you needed to be. Okay, so for example, let me just put it to you this way, group number 2. Y'all were going in there thinking that you were going to be glamorous, this and that. You were going to have the love of your life. This whole situation that you knew in your mind was not going to play out. You guys are very intelligent, group number 2. I can sense that you guys are very, very mental, very empathic. You knew that you would only be getting what you truly felt you needed at that time. It was not going to be to embrace all of the gifts that you have, group number 2, all of the gifts that you are capable of. People only see you in one way, and that needs to end. You have a lot of gifts, a lot of internal things that people just could never understand. Your passions, they only see you as that one type of way, and that needs to stop, because there are so many other things that you are capable of. You are strong, you are impassioned, you feel things about the world, you're empathic. So you need to kind of let your authentic self out a little bit more, and let the person who you were with in the past, in the month of May, you're going to make a decision, group number 2. You're either going to let that person leave and be like, I can do better without you, or you're going to start to show your authentic self, and in doing so, it's going to lead you to a different part of your destiny. Maybe this person's going to look at you differently and change their tune also. If you do kind of break down your constructs of what you think you're capable of, you have the Queen of Pentacles energy. You have a way of working around things that don't work out, group number 2. You guys are those people. You are those people that can work around things that are just falling apart. And you're very smart. You're very, very energized. You know who you truly are. And that Queen of Pentacles energy, you guys are independent. You are not codependent people. You are not codependent people, group number 2. You really, really feel like you can go at your own. You can make your own money, have your own abundance, have your own self. Don't allow other people, just because they look good at the time, don't allow other people to kind of lose your authenticity. Don't allow other people to do that. And in the month of May, you're really, really going to be sensing that. You're really, really going to be feeling that. We have, again, the King of Pentacles. Perfect example here. So you're going to be balancing out those masculine and feminine energies, both with abundance, with, we have a lot of that earthly energy. So we're kind of going into that Taurus season. You guys are going to be working really, really hard to be your true selves, to show your true selves. And with that energy of feeling like as if you just needed all of this, you just needed all of the situation, you will no longer need this passion that's just a fling to fulfill you. So that is going to really be balancing out. You're going to balance out what you want to manifest. Also, group number 2. Okay, so we also have here my goodness. Oh, I'm drawing a blank here, you guys. This is the 6 of Pentacles. So I do apologize. This here is the 5 of Pentacles. This here is the 6 of Pentacles. Still, with the 5 of Pentacles, it's still the same situation where you do feel like there is that work, there is that unbalance that is happening. So that is correct. This is the 6 of Pentacles. So you kind of got this energy moving forward to this destiny. So you're really going to kind of be in a situation where you are going to, group number 2, be balancing out your energies. But what's interesting about the 6 of Pentacles is you are going to be more forgiving. You're going to be more giving of others and of yourself because of the fact that you know that no one is perfect. You want to really try and help people in the best type of way possible. And once you start to show your true self, you are going to be unforgiving. If people do not care for you, group number 2, you are going to move on. The 6 of Pentacles shows that you have the ability to work for what you want, to kind of move forward with what you want, but you also are a negotiator. You are able to negotiate what you feel and negotiate with others of what you think should be occurring, but you are no longer going to be taken advantage of just because of what you feel. We have the calculating karma. Okay, perfect example. So breaking the bond. So a couple different things are going to happen here, which is interesting. This whole situation of what you're going through, if it's with another person, if it's with an energy that you feel is a twin flame, you are going to want to break that. There is going to be something in May, group number 2, that is going to bring you towards the end of this situation. Something is going to happen. Either the truth is going to be found out, you're going to become more authentic within yourself to the point where you are going to walk away from this. You are going to be more diplomatic with your enemies, more diplomatic with the sense that you know that not everyone is perfect. And this is a part of your destiny, either becoming into that situation, breaking the bonds from that situation. You are going to feel a different type of way. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, perfect example. So if you do break this bond, it's going to give you a new beginning when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to abundance, when it comes to creation. You are going to move in a different path, and it is all a part of your destiny. It's all a part of that. You guys have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is also a transition into the fact that you feel like you can become more independent. You don't need someone to fulfill you in that type of sense, because you know that you have to be yourself. If you cannot be yourself and you have to play it being someone else constantly, that is not going to help you, and you are going to break those bonds. It's all a part of the destiny piece for the month of May. You guys are really, really going to be working towards that. So this is in Sagittarius. If you all are Sagittarians, this could mean a little bit for you. This is insights to understand, which we clearly can see that there is something going on here that needs more understanding. The wisdom of resulting from the understanding of. I'm telling you, you guys, in the month of May, if you guys chose this group, you are going to reach a type of affinity almost, where you're like, oh, I didn't know that that was going on. I didn't see it for what it was, but now I see the truth and it makes complete sense to me of what's going on. Your highest ideals, the rules of, and get it out to the world. And so meaning that if you cannot continue on this road, you're moving forward. Things are making more sense for you in the month of May as to what you're doing and as to what other people are doing. And you kind of do really, really sense that, group number 2. And you guys are really going to start to show yourselves, show who you are. And that is going to attract the right type of people, because you are going to be psychically and intuitively sound. And that's going to attract the right people, not just because you feel feelings for someone who may or may not. You're going to throw this whole twin flame concept out the window, because you're really, really just wanting to be yourself and wanting to find that other person who is themselves. But the truth is going to come out in May for you guys, group number 2. It's going to lead you to your karma, to your destiny, to where you're moving forward. And you're going to be like, how come I never saw that before? Comment down below if that happens to you in the month of May, and let me know if that was the case. But you're really going to be saying, oh wow, I can't believe that this was happening. So your message is about protection. So strong protective magic for the family and the home. You guys are protected. This whole thing going on here, you cannot be led astray, group number 2. There's just no way. Spirit is just too much in your kind of backyard almost. It's almost like Spirit's just living right up against you. So there's no way that this can really break you, this relationship, what you're feeling. You are strongly protected. There is a reasoning why you guys are going to be figuring out the truth in May and being authentic, because there are people who will try to convince you otherwise, will try to convince you of who they are, but you see past all that, group number 2, because of the fact that you are so protected by Spirit. But I do hope that this did help a little bit, group number 2. And as always, please like and subscribe to the channel. Comment down below if anything does happen for the month of May. And I hope to hear from you soon.